Guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. It is Amaya here, and I am going to be explaining my New Year, not resolutions, because I hate using the word resolution. This goal for 2021 is to eat healthier and lose weight. So as for eating healthier and losing weight, I gained a lot of weight during quarantine. As so everyone has. Some people have lost weight, some people have even gained weight. I, on the other hand, have actually gained weight, and so I'm thinking about just cutting back on a lot of stuff. I have been already. I used to, where I work, there's a lot of opportunities for you to eat a bunch of junk food and a bunch of fried unhealthy food, because I work at a gas station and their food is very unhealthy at times, especially if you don't consider what you get. There's a lot of burgers, a lot of tenders and whatnot. So for me, it would be to cut back on cookies and eat more fruit, eat more yogurt, eat more lean meats, eat more seafood. And also for me, it'd be to exercise more, just do more lunges, do more jogs, do all the other kind of stuff, and just don't eat a bunch of stuff that is harmful for my body. Number dos is to read more. So I basically bought a bunch of books from Barnes and Nobles, and then also books from BJ's, and in total, I thought there's someone behind me, but in total, I need to read more books, because I used to be a big reader or read super often. I used to read the Miss Peregrine's books, but I actually haven't read anything in a long time. The last book I read was a What You Should Know About Politics But Don't book back in early spring, and I haven't read since, unless it was for school, which I really think I probably should read, because reading is fun, and books tend to be better for the movies, and also reading will probably help me better on in college, because I'm in my freshman year at VCU. So I definitely think reading more books and trying to watch less TV, which can rot my brain, versus reading more books about fiction and nonfiction, mystery, and realistic fiction as well, will definitely help me in the long run. Number tres is to, it's been a while since I took Spanish, so forgive me, but rule number 3 is I will better my mental health. So since I'm diagnosed with depression and anxiety, my main goal is to do more grounding techniques, to help with my anxiety as well as my depression, to just get better sleep. I have some books on mental health that I'm trying to read up on, so that way I can actually improve my mental health. And then also, I probably eating healthier goes into bettering my mental health, which means not drinking as much coffee, eating more stuff such as fruit, such as pineapple is supposed to be really good for mental health, as well as green tea. And then also just I don't know, just trying not to stress myself out as much, putting more time aside for me to meditate, play more relaxing music, not necessarily focus on social media as much, just have better, healthy relationships with friends. Okay, goal numero cuatro, it is to live below my means, aka don't spend money unnecessarily. So, as we all know, Amazon is a very big company, right? And what is on Amazon? Pretty much every single thing you can find. Yet, I go on there way too often, more than I need to. At least once a week, I'm constantly buying stuff, which I don't necessarily need. Some of it I do, some of it I don't, and that's another thing I'm working on. Not spending much money, not trying to spend money a bunch of makeup, saving more money, so that way I actually have money to spend on dorm stuff later on, or if I want to spend it later on clothes, or save money just so that way I don't constantly keep spending money every paycheck and I don't have anything left over. And also just learning how to budget better and not spend before I spend money on necessities or my bills. Goal number 5, I'm trying to get into art school at VCU Arts, because VCU Arts is its own thing. So at VCU, you basically get into VCU, right? And right now I'm undeclared, because you can be undeclared your first and second year, and you have to pick a major by your junior year or by the middle of your sophomore year, I think. But since I'm undeclared, I'd want to be an interior designer, so I'm trying to build my portfolio currently right now, so that way I can get into VCU Arts. And once I'm enrolled at VCU Arts and I take art foundations, then they'll allow me to pick a major. My major is probably going to be interior design or graphic arts, but I'm leaning more towards interior design, so that way I can become an architect and not only become an architect, but work on a firm as well once I graduate, and also intern my junior year. So yeah, that's what I think will fit best for me. Keith. Anyways, my other goal is to just take care of myself better. So not even health-wise, but like just not necessarily get into as many depressive moods, you know, keep my room neater, because right now it is looking better, by the way. I did manage to clean my room. Right now, the only reason it's messy on the floor right now is just because I'm painting before I decided to do this video. But other than that, my room's like way more neater. And since the New Year's is coming up, I'm planning on keeping my room neater for the new year as well. Not having too many things out of place, because I constantly lose my keys, I lose socks, I lose, you name it. Like, I just lose things that shouldn't be lost at this point. Heck, one time I even lost my debit card in my room, and it was like under my bed or something. So there's plenty of things that I definitely need to go ahead and not constantly keep losing, because if I lose something important one day, then it's gonna fall back on me. I think this is goal 7, if I'm correct, but my 7th goal is to focus on academics more. My first semester at VCU could have been better because I only got 1 B and the rest of my grades were either C's or D's, which my GPA actually averaged out to a 2.0, and in order to actually apply to VCU Arts, I need a 2.0, which is what I have. So I basically barely beat the minimum, which is not good. So because of that, I'm going to try harder and make nothing less than a B my second semester, so that way all those grades average out to either a B or an A, and my GPA averages out to like a 2.5 or 3.0. And ideally I wanted my grades to be 3.5, but I knew that didn't happen this semester. And also with me working and my declining mental health, it didn't necessarily help. Besides me just falling behind and not trying to focus on school as much, didn't really help in that sense. So I'm actually in school trying to work better. So I cut back my hours at work. I made sure that I, actually have more time to do schoolwork and not procrastinate as much. And hopefully by me doing that, I will see some improvement in my grades. And also I'll definitely need to use more of my resources more often, because I find that using that will actually help me more in my college career, and that will come out on top, not just a person graduating with C's with degrees or D with degrees. And my final goal for 2020 is to just be in a better relationship with not only other people but myself. Not taking things to heart on myself, not tearing myself down as much, building myself up more, but also picking the right people to be friends with or just be in a relationship with. Because the last time I was in a relationship, it did not go well. And we will not talk about that. As another video for another day. But as for friends, I'm pretty much okay with people. It's just I have trouble keeping friends, and I wish it was maybe a little easier to keep them. But that's something I'm working on, just trying to pick the right people and not necessarily like choose the wrong people to hang out with. Like, if they don't build you up, or if you don't build them up, then chances are they're not a good friend and you're not going to benefit from the friendship in the long run. So it's better off I'd rather have 0 friends than fake friends. And that's all I gotta say. Goals to actually do more volunteering. I actually want to last time I volunteered was at the SPCA back in 2018. I haven't volunteered that often, so I think having more volunteer hours will actually be good, so that way I can put it down on more resumes and more references. I think that will help me definitely in the long run. That's all for this video. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends all about me. My socials are below in the comments section, and I also do artwork, so if you ever need me to commission for you, then make sure you message me in Instagram DMs to get some art. For this video, thank you so much for watching it, and hope to see you next time. Happy New Year, by the way.